Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm just finishing up a little computer work, but welcome back to another episode of Self Massage and Stretch, and today's episode 29, that big 29. So today's topic is about headaches, migraines, and vertigo, and we're gonna do some lymphatic drainage work, and just gonna wait a few seconds for some more people to join. And thanks to everybody on Twitch for tuning in. And if you have a Twitch, go ahead and follow me on there and get $10 off your next session. But let's go ahead and start. So today's self-lymphatic drainage massage for headaches, migraines, and vertigo. So let's get right into it. 5 years ago, if you would have said the word lymphatic drainage, no one would have known what you were talking about. I feel like everybody would have been like scratching their heads, like what in the heck is a lymphatic drainage? And only people working in the medical field would have really known about it. But as of recently, it's gained a lot of popularity on social media for its skin rejuvenating health benefits. And why has it been a secret, even though it's been a scientific study for hundreds of years? You might wonder. Well, it's because it's the medicine that the doctors don't want you to do and have tried to keep us away from, to keep us prescribed to their pharmaceutical drugs for so long. And as a massage therapist and a big believer in holistic medicine and wellness, I believe the body has its natural ability to heal itself, and throughout many traditions and practices we have learned that we can fix any illness in our body using our body, whether it's through movement or diet or changes in behavior, just all different ways that we can treat the same conditions that doctors prescribe drugs for us for. So today, let me give you a little dose of that medicine that the doctors don't want you to take with a self-lymphatic drainage massage. And so what are ways that we can get headaches, migraines, and vertigo? A lot of times it's from stress, or if you have hormonal imbalances, or if you've been dealing with sleep deprivation or substance abuse. And especially for vertigo, it can be caused by a viral infection. Vertigo is a viral infection of the vestibular nerve and causes dizziness. And all these symptoms actually in your body have to be controlled by the lymphatic system. So what is the lymphatic system? So just to give you a little background on what it is, it's basically the big filtration system of your body. So it's contained within the bloodstream. It's also known as interstitial fluid or lymph fluid, and it moves throughout the bloodstream into different lymph nodes to filter out any of the waste products that are being transported through the blood from different organs, from your food, or from metabolic processes like exercise, etc. And what it does is it optimizes your immune response, so it helps to detox the body and filter out anything that doesn't need to stay in there for too long, and help it be excreted out or urinated out. And so it's really important to make sure your lymphatic system is healthy. And how does having a healthy lymphatic system play into these symptoms of a headache, a migraine, or vertigo? Well, basically when the lymph system is clogged, it can create extra inflammation when the lymph fluid is not able to filter out waste and toxins from the blood properly. It can cause a lot of negative symptoms. And actually looked at a study by the National Institute of Health, which publishes all the scholarly journals on anything medical, and they have a whole study on how manual lymph drainage or lymphatic drainage massage is useful for a migraine treatment. So I'm just going to read that off to you really quick. They're a quick abstract. Recent advances in migraine research indicate that migraines are most probably a genetically caused malfunction of the neurotransmitting system in the human brainstem and diencephalon as a consequence of a dysfunction of serotonergic and noradrenergic neurons. A disequilibrium of the vegetative nervous system occurs with sympathetic hyperexcitability. Exogenic and endogenic stress factors then precipitate migraine attacks. When biochemical substances are released, vascular spasms, vasodilation, and edema of the vascular walls are triggered. So this is where the lymphatic system would come into play if these vascular walls are being inflamed or swelled up. And the actual migraine pain occurs via pain mediator sensitization of nociceptors or pain signals in the vascular walls. A pain attack can be suppressed effectively and in many cases even arrested by performing manual lymph drainage at an early stage. The active mechanism can be explained by peripheral analgesic and central sedative and analgesic effects. The interval mechanism is based on the sympathetic suppressive effect of manual lymphatic drainage. So that's just the abstract of that study, proving that lymphatic drainage is useful for treating headaches. And so what happens when your lymphatic system is clogged? When your body is not able to get rid of the waste effectively, the brain is so smart, it recognizes that and tells your nervous system to create signals that cause more inflammation and sometimes even pain in the area that has a restriction of the lymph flow. So today I'm gonna walk you through a quick self lymph massage for the neck and face. It's very important to focus on this area as over a third of the lymph nodes are contained above the neck. So let's go ahead and start. You can do it sitting down, laying down, standing up. It's pretty easy. So you're just gonna start by working on the left collarbone area. So I'm gonna feel the space underneath my collarbone, and we're just gonna move the skin around that space under the collarbone in small circles. So you're just kind of tugging on the skin. You don't need to put a lot of pressure. Just moving in circles, and you want to start from the sternum area, moving outwards towards the shoulder joint, and you maybe go back and forth a few times, but at least 3 passes is good enough. And then you're going to move up to above the collarbone and do the same thing above the collarbone. So moving from the sternum towards the AC joint. And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. So go ahead and try it on this side, and it's important to do one side at a time so you can get the best out of the drainage. And so we're doing the right side now, moving in small circles. And also you can add in a little extra credit and do some tapping after you've rubbed that area to help stimulate the lymph to flow even more. And then you would go ahead and do the above the collarbone space for the subclavian lymph nodes, and a lot of the lymph nodes in your collarbone and neck and face can cause lots of symptoms like headaches, migraines, and vertigo, swelling, anxiety, all kinds of stuff. And next we're going to work on the neck area. So you're just going to find right by the Adam's apple and off maybe an inch or so where you could feel your heartbeat. You're just gonna move in small circles in that area there, using the opposite arm to make it a little easier. And then I can do that for about 30 seconds and switch to the other side. Like this. And then we're also going to get some lymph nodes under the chin. So you're going to want to massage under the chin from the top of the jaw all the way down towards the chin area for the submandibular lymph nodes. And do the other side. And you could also do this with a dry brush or a toothbrush. It's going to help stimulate the blood and lymph flow also. And so yeah, then the next part we're going to trace the smile line. So when you make a big smile, the lines or dimples in your face, you're just going to rub against those lines, moving from the mouth towards the ear and back down. Oops, it logged me out of my notes. And now I'll do the other side while I try to log back into my notes. So now that you've done both sides of those, the next area we're going to work on is going to be near the temple. So you can rub right on the temple there. The trigeminal lymph nodes. And then once you've done a few small circles and a couple taps on there, you can move to the other side to help unblock these lymph nodes. And by now you should be feeling that stimulation of the lymph flow. So you might feel some soreness or warmth to your face, hopefully by now, unless you have pretty bad blood flow. And so yeah, we'll do those. And then the next area you're going to want to focus on is the temporal lymph nodes. So take my hat off to show you. It's the temporal muscle here on the side of the skull. And you're just gonna take your 4 fingers like this, place them on the area, and kind of scratch lightly your scalp, moving in circles. And then you can also tap on there a couple times. And then you would do the same thing on the other side. Tap a couple of times. And obviously you can exaggerate whatever area you feel more tenderness, or maybe you feel some pain in that particular lymph node area. You want to spend more time there until it starts to go away. And then the last part you're going to want to focus on is the occipital lymph nodes. So right at the base of the skull, at the top of your neck, you're just going to massage in a circle there, and this one is probably the most relieving because a lot of people hold so much tension in their necks from bad posture. So go ahead and do one side at a time on the back of the neck there. And if you have any sort of physical impairment where you can't use your hands, or you might be limited with what you could do for this, also using a massage gun or a vibration ball. A vibration ball is better than a massage gun because of the oscillation rate difference is higher. With the massage gun, it's very low and causes more pressure than the lymph system really needs to move, so it's not as effective as a vibration ball. And then also a few other techniques you can do to improve your lymphatic drainage are humming singing, as well as doing Tai Chi, doing yoga, or practicing breath work are all proven ways to help move your lymphatic system. And so that's it for today's stream. It's a pretty short but sweet one, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And does anyone have any questions about anything? Thank you all so much for supporting my dreams and passion to open a wellness center. And I hope you find my free resources for wellness helpful and useful. And I'll continue trying to improve the techniques and approaches to fit and be customized more to your needs. So if you don't have any questions or anything, I guess I'll end the stream. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week and stay positive. And don't forget to book your next massage. Alright, have a good night.